Hello gorgeous, here is my Dior Beauty haul, and then I'm gonna have reviews of each product at the very end. I'll have chapters here, everything is linked below. Follow me on all my socials, they're all the same name, at @LaGiaGarcia, Instagram, LTK, and also sign up to my newsletter. Subscribe, click the bell, tell all your friends, watch it several thousand times, it's 100% free, and let's get into it. I'm gonna do a full face of Dior makeup, mostly Dior. I just washed my face and put some oil on. Some of these things I've been using for years, some for the past few months. Mostly Dior, some are Westman Atelier and Anastasia Beverly Hills, a couple things right now. I have this lip oil by La Neige in Gummy Bear. I have a couple of these also in Candy, delicious. I am going to get more flavors. Absolutely in love with the way this makes my lips feel and look all throughout the day. Here are two Forever Skin Correct concealers by Dior. One is in 1 neutral, the other is 2 neutral. Sorry, I'm the worst when it comes to this. This is very light. Makes me look exactly the way I look in winter. This is number 2 neutral, is perfect for how I look in the summer. I actually use 1.5 neutral in the stick foundation, which I absolutely love. I used oil so that it glides onto my face. I have normal skin. If you're consistent with your skincare, just washing your face and cleaning your face properly, exercising and eating properly, you're going to not have to worry about your skin. Open up your pores, open up your hormones proper function by working out, sweating, getting that glow, showering right away, washing off the dirt. Simple. When your skin is bad, it doesn't feel like it's in pain when you put on makeup. I used to feel that way. Now it just feels like I'm putting on makeup and I can wash it off. I'll just put a little bit. A little goes a long way, by the way. It looks like paint, it's full coverage. And then I will do this and this here to end. Then I'll do 1.5. I'm just doing this for the sake of reviewing the products. I don't actually put on my makeup like this every day. It's a lot. I just use the stick now. And I get really red around here, and I'm using a skin prescription right now. I've been testing it since the bulk of the beginning of this year in spring. I cover my capillaries, that's really what I'm covering, my natural redness, neutralizing it. I use this prescription called Muesli. I'll have it linked below. I'm using this skin lightener because I get dark around here because of my hormones. When my hormones are functioning well and healthy, my skin is pretty even. When I'm not taking care of myself very well, I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm not eating properly, I'm not having a routine that my body likes the discipline of, it falls apart. You can see blotches of hyperpigmentation on my face, especially after having a baby or even having been pregnant. It alters your body chemistry. It depends genetically how you take it, your environmental stressors. I'm gonna buff it out. Oh, I'm gonna use my Dior Compact. I use it in 2 neutral as well because I like to look like I'm not caking on makeup. When it's white, I feel like it's more obvious. If you don't contour properly around here and your neck is a different color from your face, it looks weird. But the liquid concealer, it blends into the skin beautifully. I think it's pH, that's why. They have a really good formula that doesn't hurt your skin. It naturally feels like skincare and blends into your skin. It looks like it's a part of how you naturally look. I usually don't put too much makeup on my forehead. This is just to show you how full coverage it is. The reason why I'm taking so long to buff it out is because I can't see very well and I want to make sure that you guys can see. So I'm going to use this double mirror real quick to make sure. Usually it takes me not even a minute to do my base. I like to dab so it properly applies the pigment versus smearing. I'm more concerned about hormonal-ish areas than anything. I'm not worried about looking like I have a full face of makeup on. This is gonna be on the more natural, still glam side, soft glam. But everybody has a different level of soft glam and full glam. This might be full glam for some people. I have this compact. You can get refillable from Amazon. I have a couple. They come in this case. When this is done, I'm gonna switch this one so it's clean. They also have different shapes. This is finishing powder. It's translucent, which I just got, and it's one of my favorites because it's something I use in public, and translucent powder is something that I need to use. It's like this. It has some pigment in it because I used it after putting on foundation with the same brush. You can use the sponge. There's a circle one from Amazon. I'll have it linked below. I love it because the packaging is divine. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's leather. It's luxurious. I like the different designs that they have. I think it's stunning. I have a little brush that I use for this when I'm just at home, but when I take it with me, I have one that folds out. It's covered and then you pull it out. I can't find it. I think it's in my bag. I will have my makeup brush set linked below from Amazon. My experience with really expensive brushes. I had the Westman Atelier brushes, the oldest brush maker from Japan. I realized that synthetic, I like the more precise look rather than a softer look because it doesn't always suit me. So I have done a full review of Westman Atelier, all of her makeup before. I'll have that linked below as well. But I couldn't find my perfect shade, which is why I went to Dior and I found my perfect shade and I couldn't believe it. I've been searching high and low with Fenty, couldn't find it. Rare Beauty, couldn't find it. Hourglass, couldn't find it. NARS, dog not even close. Dior never fails me. And also, don't put garbage on your face, because I used to use really cheap brands and my face would literally burn and I had allergic reactions. If you have tough skin and you can just put it on, if that doesn't happen to you, you don't have an allergic reaction, that's cool too. Do whatever you want. I'm not gonna put you in a chokehold. I'm gonna do this last, the powder, because I love the way that this glides. I contour more this side because this side is fleshier, and I try not to mark it up too much because then it looks really obvious. Obvious makeup is gross. Specifically if you're going for a natural look is what I mean. But if you're doing something artistic, okay, it's not my style. I'm just a person who likes either a natural or glam look. Makeup artists who love that style are probably making fun of me right now. I'm not knocking them. Whatever works for you, works for you. I want to blend this a little bit more. I don't like when it looks too heavy. As I sweat throughout the day, it's going to be more forgiving. My goal here today with my makeup is to make my middle section more balanced. I have a very specific face shape. I'm realizing I did not get much sleep last night. I rarely have eye bags. Makeup is about having fun, so don't take yourself too seriously. Do whatever works for you. Now I'm going to use this highlighter palette. They have a bunch of new palettes that came out. I love all of these. So far I have used all of these. I use the pink on my eyes. Sometimes I use this on highlight or my eyes. Everything on everything. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for. I'll just put it mostly in the middle. I don't like to do the full streaks all the time, otherwise it looks like stripes on my face, because I'm not very good at blending. Trying to see where my face catches the light naturally. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I'm very lazy, so I definitely need to go back and touch up my brows. I love this Backstage Eye Palette Smoky Essentials #2. Everything looks so natural and soft to die for, quite frankly. Everything is shimmer, so it appears softer, blends in a bit more naturally. I like to contour like this. I'm using this one. It's called Metal Light Sand. I have somewhat hooded eyes. I really love the way hooded eyes look, like Eva Green. Jennifer Lawrence is one. I don't really look to her, but I noticed she has hooded eyes. Elizabeth Taylor, and it makes your stare more intense, which I love. I look like an auntie with my hair tied up like this. I just washed my face, so that's why. I'm going to do a little, just a little bit. I love blending with my fingers. Natural heat in my fingers and the oils. It looks beautiful. I'm going to wait till the end to do my lids. Oh, by the way, this is Biscuit by Westman Atelier. They're both the same. They have a contour stick. Dior has one. I'll have it linked below. I haven't tried it because I got this one. I got the mini. I realized I loved it, so I'm just gonna keep sticking to it. I have two eyeliners that I like to play with. They're both waterproof. Kohl eyeliner. It comes with this. I sharpened it recently. The smudger. I also have felt tip. I use this to finish. I don't typically do my waterline, but since I got this, I started doing my waterline. I don't really do too much smokiness. I like it to be very thick but fine at the same time. So where it's thick, it's really thick, and then when it's fine, it's really fine. Dramatic within a small range of subtlety. This is also why I don't do my top lid right away. This is the basis. This is the start of the look. My weakness is I have no idea how to apply felt tip liner looking into a camera, so I'm just going to do it like this. Snatch. I used to use Dior mascara like it was a religion. Lately, I just like really precise line. These are my OG go-to mascaras I've been using for years. One I've been using for a couple years now. I buy these on repeat. The first is Lancôme de Fancy. I get it in black. I used to get it in brown, so it makes you look younger. Black can be a bit intense. As I get older, I like the look of black. And then Ilia, their defining one. I'm not for volume mascara. I like to really define my lashes. Goop, this one, I'm having a lot of fun with. It's very inky. I don't feel like it's a very luxurious one. I feel like it's very basic. I would probably go for Ilia if you can. This one burns your eyes a little bit, but it's so precise, like knives. It looks perfect. I feel like this one's the winner of all of these. I loved Dior mascaras. They're good for volume in my personal opinion. If you curl your lashes all the time, I don't. Sometimes I just apply usually on the bottom and then a little bit on the top. Barely. Don't really do much with my lashes, but I'm gonna do it for this video just to show you. You guys see me all the time without my lashes being done. I also have a couple of these. This is number 9, but I usually have Anthos Rosewood and then the other Anthos browner color. Minty, fresh, delicious, plumping. I'm not a sweeper, I'm a dabber because I like to really spread the pigment. It leaves a stain at the end of the day once the gloss is all gone. Oh, but first, let me finish this with this on my forehead. My eyes, I should probably put the translucent powder if anything. Translucent powder is gonna go on the rest of my face because I feel like it looks better over contour. Talk about the fact that you shouldn't just curl your lashes in one spot and you're just crimping them so they just look straight. What you want to do is curl them like an actual curl, like you would with your hair. Make sure that it goes all the way around so it curls all the way up and it also stays up longer. Also looks a bit more natural. I'm gonna use the highlight palette for first this is going on my lid. Ooh, pretty. I like to do this last. With this is my little trick for highlighting the face. I like to do when bringing light to my face is jewelry. I smudged my eyeliner a little bit more. This is the final look. I love white gold and silver. I need to figure out my hair. Easy peasy. I also highly recommend ordering straight from Dior Beauty. I'll have Dior Beauty linked below first and then Sephora in case you want points. If you order straight from Dior, you get their beautiful packaging. It's next level, so luxurious. Makes you feel like $1,000,000. That experience, highly recommend. You're not going to regret it. Hello, gorgeous. I'm gonna give a proper review for each item, what I think is worth it, what I think is not. So this, I think it's definitely worth it if you are a person who likes to touch up your powder. The only problem is it doesn't come with a poof or a little sponge. You have to have your own brush or your own sponge, and I'll have one linked below. I haven't tried if you can squeeze it and close it. I bring a brush. That is something to consider. A perfect compact if you want to touch yourself up. That sounds funny saying that. If you are out in public and you need to go to the lavatory to powder your nose, this is perfect. It feels beautiful. A little piece of luxury that you can have in your hands. Absolutely lovely. Next is this powder foundation. I would say medium to full coverage. It's buildable. The only thing that I don't like, and the reason I got it is because it's huge. I wanted a mirror that you didn't have to angle around just to look for yourself. All right, and you can only see your eye and that's it, and it's really close up. I like the fact that it is rather large. It really does take up a lot of space and you can see your entire look. You can see your face. It's so chic because it has the Dior. I like it when it's spelled out, not when it has an emblem. So this has replaceable sponges. The only thing that bothers me, and I get these from Amazon, they're $5 for a set of 2, it might be even less, and you can get a whole set of them. The thing that bothers me, the one thing, is that it's a refill, which is fabulous, but I just pressed it in because I was using it. It falls out a lot. I find that to be quite cumbersome when you're out in public and you don't want to get your hands dirty, spread bacteria onto your face. So this is something to consider. Please excuse the light. It's getting colder, so it's getting darker faster. The lighting here is not very forgiving. It looks very ghostly. I guess it's perfect for Halloween. So this is a must-have if you are a person who loves powder. If you are filming content a lot, I think this is good. It makes you look camera ready and very glam. This is good for a very glam event if you're really finishing and touching up a look. I use this every day when I'm out in public, when I used to work in a 9 to 5 in an office. I also love this because it's translucent powder. It's not as intense, where this is definitely the 2N, but it's like 1.5N, 1.5 neutral, and I would probably get that one next time just to see what it's like and experience it. I highly recommend both. This I would probably choose if I had to choose. The only thing is that the refillable part is really annoying, but this I love because even after you're done with the translucent powder, you can get a refill, but I would just use it as a compact because it's so stunning. It looks very feminine, soft, and cute. The only thing I'm worried about is if it gets dirty, so make sure your bag is always clean, or have a little duster bag that it goes in, or a cosmetic tray case in your bag. Next are these eyeliners. These I can definitely do without. You can get drugstore and they would be equally fabulous. I like that this is waterproof. It glides on. So if you are a person who loves your liner and wants it to be as slick as possible, I like for it to have a little bit of give where it has some traction, because then you can smoke it and have more control over it. Where this, if you mess up, you're gonna have a big smudge to fix. So make sure that you sharpen it accurately if you are all about the accurate line, and that's what that smudger is for. I also don't like the fact that it's a plastic pencil, unless it's a gel scroll up one. Those ones make me feel a bit more at ease, but they break sometimes. These also break as well, but this I feel like it's more prone to accidents, so just go with drugstore or a different brand that's a pencil. I prefer something that is either a pencil or a roll-up gel. The roll-up gels have more bacteria, that's what they say. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I heard that, I don't know if it's true. The felt tip, I like the fact that it's waterproof. I love the fact that they're both waterproof. This, however, if you don't prep your makeup properly, I use oil sometimes. If you laugh a lot throughout the day, make sure that you check your eyes because you will smudge. It just goes down. It makes you look like you're melting. So something to keep in mind. I had a procedure done and I had this on. I had an emergency surgery on my back. I woke up, I looked in the mirror after the surgery. I don't remember where I was, or I think it was in the car, and I saw myself in the mirror in the rear view on this side. I saw that. I thought to my boyfriend, why didn't you say something? Why do I look like— he walked me to the car, pretty much lifted me, and I saw that. I was okay because I'm in a good condition. I'm with someone who's watching over me. I'm safe, but I look like a clown who was attacked or something. It was horrible. So I would skip this if you are not super into eyeliner. I think this would be a supplementary eyeliner, not your essential staple workhorse. This liner I really like, but it acts like every other waterproof eyeliner you could just get Maybelline drugstore. Eye products by Maybelline are pretty decent. Skin products, not so much. Then comes this palette. I was oohing and ahhing over this palette for months. I don't know why I didn't bite the bullet sooner. This is so versatile. It works as blusher, works as bronzer, works as highlight, works as shadow, works as whatever you want it to be and more. So I love playing with this, and every time I play with this, it's soft enough that it doesn't look like it's a harsh pigment that you have to blend out really well. It looks very forgiving if you're not good at makeup. If you're a beginner, this is something that I feel like everybody should have, because I don't know if they have the pH formula in this, but everything Dior does is so blendable except for their eyeliner situation. I don't know what even this, I guess it's smudgy. It melts into you. This is a must-have if you are into makeup, if you are into eyeliner, if you are trying to highlight your features in a way that is above and beyond. I feel like it takes the dimension of your face. I'm very flat dimension when it comes to my makeup. I'll contour a little bit, shape my face, but I won't put a lot of artwork into it. I'm not a makeup artist. I really don't care about makeup. I rather have fabulous skin and spend a fortune on my skin, which is why I get Dior for my face, because it's the only stuff that doesn't make my face feel like it's burning and reacting with such harsh chemicals. That's just me. I also got this as an impulse purchase. Backstage eyeshadow eye palette. 2 Smoky Essentials. So this, I haven't really used the bottom. I used, I think, these 2. I haven't really used this. I tried these out a couple times at the bottom, the matte, where I noticed this shimmer. I'm not really a shimmer person, but But the Dior has turned me into a shimmer person because their formula is so soft and so forgiving and blendable and makes you look like $1,000,000 that I had fun with makeup again. I got so bored with makeup, and when I did purchase eye palettes, I would get some super pigmented things that are like, whoa, that's a lot. I don't know how to blend that out, and if I do, I look really stupid because it's just too much makeup. Where this, it's very buildable, but it's still pigmented and you can see the difference, and it's very dramatic. Sometimes I won't even put eyeliner or mascara. I'll just rock the eyeshadow because it's so ethereal, it's so stunning. It's very forgiving and sympathetic to your features. So I'm wondering if it also has that pH formula where it blends into your skin. But Dior, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. Don't fix what's not broken. I use this as highlight sometimes, but I notice I just like this one better. I think because this has more shimmer in it. This one is a bit more stark, but I think it's a good primer if you're going to set another lighter tone like this peachy neutral on top. What's it called? Beige shimmer and satin soft rose at the very top. So I will put this first, and I'll also put it on my brow bone. I actually didn't do that today, but next time. This, I have the 2 neutral one here. I have purchased this, what, 8-10 times? I buy this non-stop. For the sake of travel, go with this. This, just period, I love it. I'm gonna purchase this from now on. I don't have to mark up my whole face and worry about painting myself. This I can just use my fingers, and it's not messy, it's not overwhelming. It covers me perfectly. It's buildable, medium to full coverage. It's supposed to be full coverage, I believe. But 1.5N, I think also finding my right shade. I used to be a perfect 1 neutral, and I used to be a perfect 2 neutral, but then I found this, so I thought, you know what? I'm a 1.5. I'm somewhere in the middle sometimes when the seasons are changing. This glides on beautifully, especially if your skin is prepped. You don't have to warm it up. You just have to moisturize your face properly. And I like that I can just dab a little bit. I don't have to smear my whole face in. When I put a little bit of this, a little goes a long way. So I'll put a drop, and then I'll have to kind of blend it out just because the product is so impactful. Where this is exactly what you see is what you get, and then you can blend it out beautifully. This, I will buy a lot of them and stock them up like I did with these before. This is a keeper. I have a couple of these. I've been purchasing 10 of these as well since I found the concealer because I tried a bunch of the different colors. I prefer the Intense, but I'm gonna step away from lip gloss, and I'm just going to get into lip oils and lip balms because the tint gets all over my pillows and then it's gone because my boyfriend and I will kiss. It gets on his clothes and I feel bad. It leaves a lot of stains, which is good because it's so pigmented, it's so rich, and it has this pepperminty feel so that it livens up your lips and it gives a little extra plump. A high quality lip gloss. I was at Sephora and standing in front of the Dior kiosk. There's a woman, the very first time before when I bought this, she pointed it and said, I cannot stop buying this, and it was all sold out and I was really annoyed, but I found last one left. The rest is history. The final thing here is the Westman Atelier Contour Face Trace Stick. I'm gonna also try the Dior, but this is perfect. I believe they have different shades, so I'll have everything here linked below. I tried this, the mini version. I got it for travel, and then I got the big one because I thought, you know what? I need more of this in my life. It's fabulous. I forgot what it's like to put on makeup and have fun. So at the end of the day, I just use this because 1, I'm not a makeup person. 2, if you like luxury, this is, I feel like, one of the ultimate beauty brands that actually works with the formula. Where Chanel, for me, I used to love Chanel, but I realized it just doesn't suit me. A lot of their colors are very simplistic. They're classic, but I am a bit more complex than that. I want more from my makeup. I'm not knocking Chanel. I used to use Chanel till the ends of the earth. I still love their stuff. It's just this doesn't hurt my face. None of this stuff does. I'm gonna try the contour for Dior. I like their contouring makeup and tools better. They have this contour brush that I have my eye on, but I'm just enjoying my things, what I have right now, because I'm not a fan of getting the next. I just want to enjoy right now what's in front of me. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Subscribe, click the bell, tell all your friends, watch it several thousand times. It's 100% free, and sign up to my newsletter for more exclusive content like this: elegance, femininity, self-care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.
Visitez le site web stylebygia.com et inscrivez-vous pour recevoir gratuitement des idées de tenues vestimentaires chaque semaine et des guides de soins personnels. Suivez-la sur son compte Instagram, la Gia Garcia, pour des nouveautés quotidiennes, et lisez son blog, lagiagarcia.com, pour une exploration profonde. Merci.